According to incomplete statistics of customer data from 2028 to 2029 alone, 4,379 foreign buyers imported chicken cages and other related products from China. It also showed that the farmers' demand for cage farming is gradually increasing, and cage farming has become a major trend in poultry breeding. When chicks grow up, you may need to transfer them to a cage. Cage raising is better for a commercial farm because it saves space and feed. Moreover, the chickens are separate from the manure, so cage raising reduces the spread of diseases and the risk of infection. The benefits of cage keeping are roughly divided into the following points. 1. High feeding density. Make full use of the chicken coop and various technical equipment to increase the feeding density of the flock. Generally, only 5 to 6 chickens per square meter can be raised on the ground, and up to 20 chickens or more can be raised by vertical overlapping 3 layers of cages. This greatly saves the ground and costs that are required to build chicken coops. The laying hen cage breeding system is mainly composed of cage, feeding, drinking water, lighting, waste treatment, automatic egg collection, and environmental control system. The use of mechanized cage laying equipment can enable the production of commercial chickens or commercial eggs from hatching and brooding to the final cycle in a robotic manner. Only 4.3 broiler breeders can be raised per square meter. The 3-dimension cage density is more than 3 times higher than the normal density, and the layer can raise more than 17 per square meter. 2. It saves labor. The chickens are kept in cages without movement, water, feed troughs, or spanning buses. Eggs can automatically roll out of the cage, making it easy to pick eggs. Therefore, it saves time for manure removal and other waste. Generally, the elderly and women can raise them easily, and the labor efficiency is high. Everything is already organized by the system. The poultry farmer will simply do the job of pouring food and water in the design areas. But in case of automatic, the machine does the whole work. Clean the physics that drops and pack the eggs. This reduces stress for the farmer, and the need to employ many workers for poultry farms will be minimized. In the long run, poultry farming will be more rewarding for the poultry workers. Number 3, to reduce waste or feed waste. Less waste of feed and low consumption. Technically, the feeding is flat and the feed trough is placed on the ground in the house. The feed is also easy to throw away as waste. The chickens in cages are fed outside, and the chickens extend their head to eat outside the grid, which eliminates the waste of feed. At the time, keeping chickens in cage restricts the activities of the chickens, so the heat energy consumption is minimal and the quietness of the chickens is ensured. In free-range feeding, the feed is sprinkled directly on the ground, while it's unhygienic. Also, a lot of feed is not eaten, which results in a lot of waste. The cages use the trough to hold the feed, which can reasonably be used to both feed and reduce waste. In addition, the chicken cage uses a deep feed trough, which can prevent the chickens from spraying feed in the pecking room. This improves the feed utilization rate and saves money for the farmer. Number 4, to reduce incidence of disease. Facilitate epidemic prevention and reduce diseases spreading in the coop. Keeping chickens in cages without contact between humans and chickens with manure can prevent or reduce the chance of disease infection. Control the occurrence and prevalence of parasite diseases and infectious diseases. Improve the survival rate of chickens and greatly reduce the expense of medicine. Currently, the most commonly used laying hen cages are all step cages and the upper and lower cage do not overlap vertically, so that the feces of each layer easily fall into the lower dump ditch. The ground installed in the dump ditch uses a scraper manure cleaner that will clean out the feces. Wet chicken manure leads to a high concentration of ammonia, which damages your hands, respiratory system, and eyes. Cleaning chicken manure regularly is good for your chicken's growth and laying eggs. There are 2 ways to clean chicken manure: using a manure scraper machine, easy to install and cost effective, or a manure conveyor belt machine, more effective, durable, and expensive. After cleaning the manure, don't just throw away. Dry manure can be sold directly. Fertilized manure can be used for plants or can prevent or provide a source of biogas. However, if you are drying chicken manure naturally, this requires a considerable amount of time and causes a bad smell in the chicken coop. Well, now you can use a chicken manure dehydrated machine to get dry manure in less than no time. This chicken manure dryer can handle about 17 square meter of fresh manure per house and produces about 2 square meter dry manure per hour. You just need to build a manure pit, which is used to store fresh manure and to spread the manure liquid. Then a pump will suck and transfer fresh manure into the dehydrating machine. With these 2 machines, you can turn your farm into a clean and green ecosystem. Number 5, easy to manage. Chickens are housed in cages which are easy to care for and supervise. It's also easy to detect sick diseases or sick birds after short period of time, or even within the same time when the disease is affecting the birds, and prevent chickens from pecking on the ground. The cage door of the ladder can help the farmer to do this work effectively. If the chickens fight or if a disease occurs, the staff can easily catch and manage the chickens in time. One worker can only manage 900 chickens when chickens are on free range. Now, each worker can manage 2,000 to 2,500 chickens when chickens are in cage. This greatly improves your work efficiency. Number 6, high egg production rate. Poor production chickens with battery cage, they can easily increase their productivity. The feed can be adjusted to maintain good production levels. At the same time, there is no competition for food in the cages, and chickens have a balanced intake of nutrients and normal development, which can ensure stable and high production of the chickens. Good ventilation conditions can make full use of natural conditions, which create conditions for improving the feeding environment of the flock. The laying rate of laying hens is influenced by feeding management. This management factor will increase their productivity. The most important factor are temperature, light, and stress. Chickens are born without sweat glands and are more sensitive to high temperatures. Under a high temperature environment, the feed intake of laying hens is reduced and the intake of nutrients is insufficient, which lead to decrease in egg production. The egg production rate chicken in the cage can enjoy good ventilation conditions and ensure that the chicken's body temperature is maintained at a normal level, thereby increasing the egg production rate. Lighting plays an important role in regulating the sexual maturity and growth of laying hens. In the case of short exposure time and low intensity, the hens are not sufficiently stimulated, which inhibit ovulation and egg production. But if the exposure time is too long or if the intensity is too strong, it will cause the chickens to continue to lay eggs, which is easy to cause adverse reactions such as an addiction to pecking. Each layer of the cages in the ladder type chicken cage does not overlap. This ensures normal light for the chicken and can also increase the egg production rate. Number 7, easy to control temperature and humidity. Easy to control the temperature and humidity of chicken house. Easy to ventilate, and environmental conditions around the chicken body are stabilized with the automatic cage system. Feeding chickens in a cage, the density of chickens is high. Therefore, the heat generated in is high also, as long as the heat insulation structure of the chicken house is reliable. The body heat imitates the chickens can be kept warm. No additional heat equipment is required, and the heat of the chickens alone can maintain the temperature in the house around 10 degrees below zero when the outdoor temperature is minus 30 degrees Celsius. Most of the chicken house are closed or semi-closed, and the automatic adjustment equipment is used to control the microclimate and lighting in the chicken house. The chicken house can be produced in a balanced manner throughout the year, achieving a high decrease of mechanization and automation. Number 8, scientific feeding. Feeding, water supply, and egg pecking are all carried out on the outside of the cage, which not only keeps the feed, water, and egg clean, but also prevents the chickens from being disturbed and maintains a quiet environment so that the chickens can produce egg in a suitable and balanced manner. Egg automation or automatic feeding, drinking water, manure removal, waste cutting, cooling, centralized management, automatic control, saving energy consumption and reducing artificial breeding costs, greatly save the breeding efficiency of the farmer. In this mechanized breeding mode, the breeder can automatically complete feeding, egg collection, fecal removal, ventilation, control of temperature and humidity in the house, light intensity, time, spray disinfectant, and can add soluble medicine to the drinking water, except for manual picking up sick chickens and dead chickens, insemination of breeding chickens daily, quarantine daily, and injection, epidemic prevention. All process can be automatically completed by using a machine in automatic edge and cage system. In the past 2 years, broiler farming equipment has even appeared to be able to slaughter the entire chicken house in batches and delivery equipment, which is a major breakthrough in the field of broiler breeding technology with short breeding cycle. Number 9, it reduces the breakage rate of eggs. Eggs produced by chickens are rolled directly out of the cage without coming in contact with each other. You can see this on this video as it is processing. Not only is the egg breaking rate greatly reduced, but it can also be kept clean. Keep chickens in cage because they are not in direct contact with the outside world. It's important to pay attention to the supplementary green feed or adding vitamins and mineral additives to the feed. Number 10, the welding density of the bottom net and the top net of the cage can be adjusted to avoid the phenomenon of chickens hanging. The wire around the screen can be taken to increase the pressure bearing capacity of the cage. In summary, cage farming can raise more chicken than flat farming. It saves manpower and material resources and can also increase egg production rate. In any way, feeding chickens in cage is the best choice for any farmer. The startup cost of feeding chickens in cages is not high, and the operation is easy. Even novices can start quickly. High Top will provide you with professional guidance and design. You only need to put forward your ideas, and will help you design your farm and chicken coop so that you are satisfied and worry-free. This is the Poultry Side TV. For more inquiries, contact us on 070 510 Thank you once again for being part of this noble cause. Thank you for keeping your association intact. I'm very happy for all my followers and those that come in contact